Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Princess Leah 888. And this is your daily divine messages from Spirit. Happy Monday. We're going to tune in for our weekly wisdom and see what messages come through for us. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm an intuitive artist and healer, intuitive channel for the highest frequencies of conscious love. My mission here is to do my part to heal the heart of the divine masculine and the sacred feminine through conscious love. If you're a returning family or friend, welcome back, beloved. I always appreciate your being here, always appreciate your support. If you're not already subscribed to my Vibe Tribe, make sure you do so. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can know whenever I go live. And if you haven't already done so, hit that like button on your way in or out if any of this message resonates with you. So, how's it going? Hi. It is Monday at the time of this reading, and we are coming off the weekend of the new moon in Taurus. I hope that this new moon was something that kind of helped open up your heart a little bit, your eyes to see what it is that you are wanting to continue build. What are you grounding? What are the intentions of the new cycles in your life that you want to create? Taurus is the earth sign ruled by Venus, planet of abundance and beauty and love. And this season always teaches us to embrace that our worthiness of all the things that we desire and wish for, all the love that we deserve, and all the beauty and abundance that is our birthright. And this new moon sets us, especially as it's at the final degrees of Taurus season, clearing, showing us in this, in what have we learned in this season of where we can and where we realize that we may or may not feel worthy of the abundance that we hold, or maybe even the abundance that we pray for and seek. Where are we blocking ourselves, keeping ourselves limited to all of the beauties of life's blessings and benefits and pleasures and happinesses? Where do we still tell ourselves that we do not deserve it or are not worthy of it? Because it is all here, and it is all here for us because it is our birthright to live in love, to live fully, freely, and deeply in divine conscious love. However, that looks for you, because you are love, and you cannot lose what you are, and you are love. So, speaking of love, let's tap into our heart chakra. And with this sound bowl of the heart chakra, tap into what vibrational downloads, what kind of frequencies that want to come through from that heart space, from spirit. So that might give us a kickoff of what energies are coming through for this week. And then we'll get into the tarot and the oracles here. So you can place your hand on your heart. You can close your eyes and take a deep breath. Hmm. There's just such a sensation in my heart of good feelings. The excitement, gratitude for what is and what is to come. We are entering summer season. This is the last week of summer, or last week of school for some. Today is the last full day of school for my son. And then we are entering into a brand new season, a brand new chapter of the year, completing another school year. Maybe you find yourself reminiscing as I do. I've been going through my old videos over the last 8 to 13 years, 10 years, and recognizing how last week was Mother's Day and it was my 10th Mother's Day to celebrate. And then I find these videos of right before I became a mother, right before I knew I was going to be a mother. And then I see videos of when I was a mother and the just the sweetness of my baby's face. And I think about the energy that I was in at the time, just as an exhausted, tired, healing mother. And I look back and I'm like, wow, those days, what I would give to just hold that baby's face again. So maybe you're feeling that if you have babies who are now graduates of high school or college, or babies that are now having their own babies, and you're just like, where did the time go? Today is the anniversary of my best friend. Shout outs to you, KK. She's been married for 7 years with her partner for 14 years. And that is just so incredible. It's crazy to think that we're old enough, that 14 years is long enough to have been with your partner. And I think about in this summer being the summer that marks 25 years of when I first met the love of my life, my beloved, and how crazy it is that my son is now about to be going into the same time frame of when I first met my beloved. And goodness, it's just a beautiful thing when you let yourself look at it from that perspective, and when you let that energy of the Taurus new moon move us into these new cycles of abundance and beauty and love. And when we let ourselves feel the frequency of this higher love, when we allow ourselves to receive the worthiness of this life that is our soul's birthright, our purpose here is to experience life to its fullest. That's our only purpose. And when we remind ourselves, when we remember that that is our only purpose, then we remember our true authentic self. We remember who we are, who we came to express. We are just extensions of Source, Creator, of gracious, omnipresent, divine. And when we embody in that truth, the emotions come through, the emotions of gratitude, the emotions of joy. So as you are reminiscing in nostalgia of the past and seeing how it's also brought you here in all of its facets, all of its ways that you never would have thought to lead you here. Allow yourself to bask and relish and the grace of being here, of all that you've been through. It's okay to think about all the beauties and the blessings instead of the traumas and the pain. It's time to let that pain and those memories go, and to let your mind rest in the safety and the security of the grace of the gracious, omnipresent, divine love. Thank you, Spirit. I love this sound. I love that frequency. It makes me smile. And it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good. It feels good to feel good. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what kind of energies that the cards want to confirm or to highlight, the energies that we are tapping into today for this week. Let's just see. So, oppression comes out in reverse because we are releasing the oppression. We're releasing what all we have oppressed, the ability to love. We are releasing all that we have oppressed, our voice, our heart, our dreams, our desires. All of that is being released. Look at that. The anxieties, Nine of Swords. It's coming out as an energy for this week. The anxieties might even come up this week, not because you're regressing, but because you're releasing. And you have to let things have to come up to come out. That Kundalini awakening is when your chakras awaken, and all of that energy, all of the things that have been oppressed, the low vibrations of the root chakra of insecurity and instability and doubt and fear have to come up to be released. The energies of the sacral chakra, of the opposing energies of the sacral chakra have to come up, which is guilt. And the opposing energies of the solar plexus of shame are coming up to be released. The guilt of wanting, desiring, experiencing, embodying pleasure in this life is being released. All of it, the heart space, the wounds that are in the heart chakra are being released. And it has to come up. Your throat chakra is being released of all of the expressions that we have oppressed of ourselves. All of those memories in our in our third eye of the trauma and the pain are being released. All of the doubt, all of the insecurities of who we truly are. The ego is being released. It's losing its grip on our crown chakra so we can fully move into our highest, truest, authentic self. You see that chakra awakening, that Kundalini awakening as we move into our higher selves. And it can cause and may feel a little bit, bring a little bit of anxiety because it's new. Things may show up in your life this week that might tempt you back to anxiety, that might awaken you to where you still hold anxiety. The swords are of the mind. Where have you been stuck mentally? The Page of Cups. Perhaps this could have been from childhood, where your emotions were oppressed in childhood, and that may have brought you a lot of anxiety and may be bringing it up to this surface now this week so you can release it. Yes, so you can choose the direction you want to walk in from here on out. The Two of Swords, walking by faith instead of by sight, walking by love-based faith instead of fear-based faith, trusting that the seeds that have been planted are growing. The seeds that have been planted are going to bear fruit. And that means the things that were faulty, the foundations that were not stable, have to crumble so that you can move in what is your truth. You can move in caution in what is of your value. Because you've gone through a lot, Nine of Wands. You've gone through a lot. Battered, broken, and bruised, wounded warrior. Chiron is now finally moving, entering soon in just a few weeks into Taurus after 8 years of being in Aries. That means this is a new beginning, a new wounded healer, Chiron. The energies are clearing the path. God, Source, Jah, Allah, however you want to call it, is clearing a path for new energy with this Ace of Wands, for a brand new universe, a brand new world of transformation. Sometimes you do have to grieve the past of who you were so that you can transform into who you are becoming, into who you are. Beautiful. So though this Nine of Swords is out, that is your mental blockages being awakened, released, where you have been mentally. And hopefully, that was my alarm to get to my next event, but hopefully you can still hear me all right. But we'll close this out here with the balanced forces. Yes, 19 might be a significant number for you. That reduces to 10, which is also of the beginning and the end of cycles for new cycles to begin. I like the balanced forces of the yin, the yang, your higher self, your human, earthly self balancing, the forces of the feminine and masculine. That's what this is coming to. That's what this is coming to. Like it wants to come back out. Because you are moving into endless opportunities. You have endless opportunities that are waiting for you this week. So go beyond the mind. I knew this was going to come out. I could feel it. Because this is, like I said, the swords are of the mind. Go beyond the mind, where your mind is feeling stuck, where your mind is feeling anxious. Go beyond the mind because you are entering radical expansion from 20 to 40, doubling your blessings, doubling your expansion, doubling your opportunities, endless opportunities, endless love. The spectrum is we're awakening to the bigger picture, awakening to the chakras, that Kundalini awakening, so you can see the cycles of life and transformation, death and transformation, moving into a brand new cycle of life. As above, so below. That's beautiful. Let's see what the Moonology says here. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Right now, the collective is in the North Node. The collective North Node is in Pisces. That is your higher self. That is your spiritual self, right? Moving out of the mind, moving beyond the mental blockages, getting out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's actually, we're used to, if you've been used to being stuck in your mind in these disempowering thoughts and these fear-based faiths, it can feel more comfortable to be there. But what you're balancing is your higher self and your human self, your higher self and your earthly self. The South Node is in Virgo, North Node in Pisces. Your higher self is moving you beyond the limitations of the mind, because it's time to show the world the real you, the true, authentic, beautiful, perfect you. Full moon in Aquarius. The North Node will be moving into Aquarius, I want to say this summer. I believe so. So let's see what Don Miguel Ruiz has to say as we close out for the week, for the weekly wisdom. The first agreement: be impeccable with your word and seek to know the truth. The truth. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes a part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. Only the truth. I like that. Only the truth can take you beyond the mind, can radically expand your mind for the endless opportunities that are here for you. Only the truth can balance these forces of your yin and your yang, the shadows and the light, the good, the bad, however you want to judge it, everything in between. But if we shift those disempowering agreements with the truth of who you truly are, of the real you, stepping out of your comfort zone, that is how you will be set free. Assume nothing. Here at the bottom of the deck, assume nothing. Don't make assumptions. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume they're going to do what we want because they know us so well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could you do that? You should know. But if we take away the assumptions, if we take away the assumptions of what other people might think about what we do, if we take away the assumptions of how people may react, or if we take away the assumptions that other people should know without us having to speak, without us having to share or ask, even the universe can't offer you what you don't ask for. Though, yes, God may know what it is that your heart truly desires, but if you do not speak it, if you assume that God will just bring what you desire to you without you sending out that signal of invitation to receive, then it can't come. So that's what setting intentions is helpful for. That's what asking in prayer and meditation is great for. That's what visualizing into existence what it is that you desire is meant for, to send out that calling, to send out that signal to the universe, to show the world what you really are, who you really are, what you really desire, how you really were made to be. So, I apologize for the notification buzzes coming in. It's just my email blowing up. I forgot to put my silence on features. So, just I see that as a message, a final message that there are incoming opportunities, endless opportunities that are coming in. But you do have to step out of your comfort zone and show the world the real you. Okay, you have to get out of your mind, out of your head, out of that stinking thinking, that limiting, disempowering belief, and learn the truth of who you truly are meant to be. Okay, don't assume everyone knows who you are. You have to show them. I love that. I love you. It's very beautiful. I hope this message resonates. I trust that this message will find who needs to find it. And if it does, hit that like button. I always appreciate your support. And if you're not already subscribed to my Vibe Tribe, definitely be a part. Hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I go live. And until next time, my beautiful beloveds, I will see you in the next moon. Peace and love. Namaste. Bye.